Hey ChatGPT, tell me a story.
Sure, here you go.
I arrived at the lighthouse on a Tuesday, under a sky that had forgotten what blue looked like. It wasn't a working lighthouse, not anymore. Just a forgotten tower on the edge of a cliff in a town too tired to care. A local man handed me a rusted key and said, "You're the first in years to want it. Careful what you wake." I told him I didn't believe in ghosts. He replied, "That's not what I meant." I moved in with only a suitcase, a flask of black coffee, and a box of cassette tapes that didn't work on any player I owned. I found them sealed in a drawer when I first entered. The inside was stranger than I expected. The walls were covered in layers of names, etched, scratched, painted over, and re-etched again. N. Crow, Vern, R.G., 1956. One name, mine, was already there in small pencil. I don't remember writing it. The nights came heavy, thicker than they should have. The sea was supposed to be out there, roaring, crashing, but there was no sound, no wind, no waves, just silence and the long blink of the tower's dead light. On the fourth night, I climbed the spiral staircase to the top. The lantern room had shattered glass panes and a view of nothing. Literally nothing. No ocean, just dry, cracked earth stretching into the dark. A lighthouse with no sea. It didn't make sense. I thought maybe I was dreaming. That night, I dreamed of water. Not the sea, but a flood inside the lighthouse. The walls groaned and the staircase dissolved beneath my feet. And in the lantern room, standing where the lens should be, was a boy. His eyes were pitch black and full of static. He whispered, "It's coming back." When I woke, I was soaked. The floor was dry. My body wasn't. The next day, I found a journal beneath a loose floorboard. It belonged to someone named May Crow, a keeper stationed here in 1962. Her final entry read, "The sea left us, took its voice and all our memories, but it will return to ask what we did with the silence." Beneath it was a drawing, a spiral staircase submerged in water, and a figure at the top, watching. Things began to change. A ship's bell rang outside, though there were no ships. The fog rolled in one morning and never left. The light at the top blinked once, then stayed off. I heard footsteps that weren't mine, and voices through the cassette tapes, voices that spoke in reverse. When I played them backward, I heard one thing: "The lighthouse remembers you." On the 10th day, I found a door I hadn't noticed before. It wasn't there the day before. It led downward, deeper than the tower should go. The air turned thick with salt and memory. Walls shimmered, paint peeled in reverse. I passed rooms with furniture half submerged in black, oily water, like the sea had flooded in, then paused in time. And at the bottom, a round, sealed door that pulsed softly. Behind it, I heard a low hum, like the breath of something waiting. I didn't open it. I returned upstairs and sat in the lantern room, watching the cracked earth. Except now, it wasn't cracked. It was wet, glistening. A dark tide rising slowly from every direction toward the lighthouse. It wasn't the sea as I remembered it. It was thicker, hungrier, a memory of water, not water itself. I realized then, the lighthouse wasn't for ships. It was for containment, and I had stayed too long. I tried to leave that night, packed my suitcase, went down the stairs, but the door wouldn't open. Outside, the sea had returned, but it had no horizon, just a wall of liquid blackness rising vertically around the tower, swallowing the land, swallowing time. I stood in the doorway, unable to step out, because in the corner of my eye, I saw my name, freshly scratched into the wall again, and next to it, yours. I've been here 27 days now, I think. The tapes speak clearer each night. The water rises 1 inch every evening. I no longer drink coffee. I drink salt. If you're reading this, it means you found the lighthouse too. You came looking for the sea, but the sea came looking for you. Don't open the door below. Let it forget you, before it remembers what it truly is.